This terrifying footage shows an old man stranded on his balcony in Montereau, France in April 2020. When the neighborhood saw the man helpless and suffocating from the massive smoke on the second floor, they immediately rushed to help. The fire started in his house and he didn't know how to react, becoming trapped inside the apartment. One young man quickly climbed to the first floor with the help of other residents. Apparently, the older man has dementia, and when the young man was calling him, he was either too scared or didn't understand. Several men quickly went to help the old man and managed to transfer him from one balcony to another. Just as the firefighters arrived, these young rescuers were already moving the older man. Thankfully, he survived and spent a few days in the hospital for respiratory problems, but unfortunately, 2 other people died in other parts of the building. While driving on the highway in Mexico, this truck faced the most disturbing moment a truck driver could encounter. The dashboard video shows 2 large SUVs pulling ahead of the truck to stop it. 5 armed and masked men then emerged, prepared to hijack the truck. Inside the truck, 2 men were present, and one of them even fired at the cartel. This occurred in the afternoon on the highway to Chichimecas in the state of Querétaro. Highway theft is an increasingly frequent crime in Mexico. A man waves a firearm at the drivers as he leans out of the window. A camera inside the vehicle captures the driver's shocked reactions as they stop the vehicle, terrified. Breaking glass can be heard as the drivers raise their hands and surrender the vehicle. The inside camera shows 2 of the criminals entering and driving the truck away. In May, reports surfaced that traversing this highway is dreaded by truck drivers due to daily violent attacks by criminal groups. Apparently, criminals hijack vehicles, sometimes kidnapping the drivers and stealing the cargo. Local police will even threaten and assault the drivers, demanding they not report the hijackings. The exact reason for the hijacking is unknown, but the cartel rarely has a good reason. On December 6, 2019, a home camera captured the frightening moment when a woman turned on her stove. Smelling gas throughout the house, she went back to close it but couldn't. This is what happened. Take a look. She knew it would explode and quickly grabbed her child, running out of the house, thinking the whole house would catch fire. There was indeed a gas leak, which led to an explosion. The fire was so intense it seemed the entire kitchen was ablaze for a moment before reducing to a small flame. The fire continued for a moment before neighbors helped close the gas pipe, preventing further burning. In this clip from the street, the kitchen wall is seen destroyed, and the explosion was likely strong enough to cause significant damage. In August 2023, China faced a massive flood, wiping out many villages and flooding multiple cities. Many people were trapped inside their homes or on the streets, waiting for help. In this particular video, a family of 3 was stuck on the roof of their house. The flood was too strong for humans to withstand, but a man attempted to save them using a tractor loader. At one point, even the tractor struggles to make it through, illustrating the flood's strength. Professional rescuers were already on site, but this resourceful individual saved the entire family in the best way possible. As you see in the video, the tractor loaded the family onto its shovel, strong enough to transport them across the bridge. Thankfully, they were all saved by this hero. This mysterious video surfaced on the internet around 2022 from Kyrgyzstan in Central Asia. The video lacks context, making it difficult to understand how this man ended up in such a situation. That said, the content captured is truly disturbing. This worker ended up about 2 or 3 meters under the snow, completely covering his body. Luckily, his co-workers saw everything and managed to rescue him in time. About 6 men were needed to pull him out, showing how deeply he was buried. Apparently, an avalanche caused this terrible event, as people on the site pointed at the hill, and even the house was partially covered by snow. This dashcam video was recorded by 4 men driving into a sandstorm in the Suez Canal in Egypt, which led authorities to close 2 ports. Parts of Egypt have been hit by clouds of dust and sand. 1 person died, and 5 others were injured on Thursday, May 9th, when a billboard collapsed due to the sandstorm sweeping through Egypt's capital, Cairo. The Suez Canal is one of the busiest waterways in the world. As other cars and trucks turned around, they did too, because sandstorms are extremely dangerous and can last multiple hours or even days. Another footage was caught by a cargo ship that was unfortunately trapped in the storm. The whole ship was covered by sand and couldn't move further. The Aral Sea was heavily polluted with radioactive decay and waste. Once the world's fourth largest landlocked freshwater sea, it is now a pile of radioactive salt dust. It covers everything for thousands of kilometers around it in heavy radioactive salt dust, which makes the soil not only radioactive but infertile due to constant salting.